Hey, it's Christiana again, and I'm 29, and I'm out here, just stuck in, you know what I mean?
Okay. All right. Well, last time we talked to you, you was just telling us a little bit about, how you got out here. Can you recap that for?
Um, so basically, it all started when I was younger, and I saw the movie, and I was, experimenting with drugs, and when I started smoking the Sugar Creek thing, and how the guy introduced me into crack cocaine.
So it was smoking it, the guy that introduced you.
He invited me with him to smoke,
Mm-hmm.
and I thought it was weird, but it ended up being cocaine, and I tried it, and it was lit, so I just kept doing it.
Okay. All right. Well, let's get into a little bit about you're trans, right?
Yes, ma'am.
So, did you always feel like you were different growing up?
Yeah. Well, I knew firsthand that I was not like a heterosexual person. I knew because I knew what I liked. And I knew I liked being a girl. So then I didn't know what a transgender was when I was young. And I knew I liked girl clothes. I knew I liked wearing wigs and wearing heels. So then when I found out what a transgender was, that's when I decided that I wanted to transition into a woman.
Okay. So when we see you, we need to use the pronouns, she.
Shoes, though. Like if you don't like saying shoes, that'll be nice. Or, just calling me by my name, which is Krissy or Christiana.
Okay. All right. Well, have you ever had an encounter with a woman before, or you have?
One.
Okay. How was it? Tell us about
it.
it.
It was amazing. It was actually my older sister. When I was like in second grade, we were I was in a room, and she was like, she walked in, she was like, maybe I should teach you how to have sex. And I said, okay. And then we had sex.
So you actually, and this was like a stepsister or
no,
a real?
My real sister.
Oh my God!
Yes,
so
my real sister, my biological sister. We got the same mom and dad.
So she took your virginity.
Yes, that was the first time I ever had sex. That was the first time I ever did anything, and it was with a woman, which is my sis.
So how do you feel about that she took it and it's your sister?
Oh, well, I love my sis. And she's a pretty girl, so I have no complaints.
So do you guys still talk?
Yeah, we talk every now and again, but me and my habits kind of drew us away from each other because I'm always out in the streets, and cause I had moved in with her a couple of years back, and I was out all night.
Oh yeah.
And knocking on her door at 3:00 in the morning, and she be asleep. She had to get up and go to work, and it was kind of draining for her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So anybody else listening to this, they might think like, oh, well, maybe your sister, because she tried it and she was older, maybe they might think like maybe she molested you or.
Oh no, she's only 3 years older than me.
Okay, so it was just something like trying.
Yeah, we were both
young.
We were both kids, and
where were your parents?
My mom, I don't know if she was there. She was probably at work.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't remember where she was, but I think my stepdad was upstairs.
Oh. Okay.
But it was just three of us at the time. I had three younger siblings, but two of them are younger than us. And I have a brother that's 2 years younger than me, and then my older sister. So it was just us three at the time, and I guess that's how that happened. But it wasn't nothing like crazy or anything, malicious or anything like that. But it was just experimenting, and she was telling me she wanted to show me how to have sex, and I was like, okay, well, we can.
So you learned from that experience, and it didn't make you want to be a woman again?
Oh no, nothing like that. I mean, I was already gay.
Oh, okay. So you just wanted to try just one time.
Yeah, I have nothing against it. I mean, I have like, I like girls kind of like they're really, really pretty to me. A lot of girls are very, very pretty to me. But when you're gay, it's kind of like,
You already have that
yeah,
taste for a man.
Kind of, yeah.
So.
But I mean, I'm kind of like getting away from that. I'm growing out of that.
You
like
are?
the men thing because
Why?
I just have like a lot of issues with, you know, being with them now because of stuff that I have been through, like with them, like chilling with them and stuff. It's just like pointless for me to be.
So you don't have a boyfriend right now, in case anybody out here watching. You never had one?
No, not yet.
So if anybody out here watching, Krissy is single. So make sure.
Right. I'm single, but not mingling.
You single but not mingling?
No,
Yes.
I plan on staying single.
You plan on staying single?
Yes, for the rest of my life. It's been getting me where I need to be. My head is right. My mindset is right. I listened to this song called Rita Ora. But the song called You Only Love Me.
All right.
And it's a great song. It's by Rita Ora. And you know, she just told the truth. Like, nigga, you only love me when it comes time for like certain things. You know what I'm saying? And that's so real. And after I heard that song, I just said, honey, I do not want no man.
You don't want a man.
I don't want a relationship or anything.
Somebody could come and sweep you off your feet. You never know.
I mean, maybe when that person come, honey, then they'll come. But right now, I'm saying no.
You just doing you.
Yeah.
Do you have any New Year's goals? Or?
Hell yeah, I have some New Year goals. My first New Year goal is to save a bunch of money.
Okay.
And my second New Year goal is to start on working back on my transition because I took a break.
Okay.
Because I had to find myself and find out who I was as a person inside and out. And as soon as January 1st hit, or like around that time, I'm gonna be like really getting on my shit, buying my hair again, because I had several wigs, you know, a lot of different clothes, some nice little crops, one pieces, all type of stuff, lingerie. I'm getting all of that stuff back.
You can do it.
Oh yes, ma'am.
So do the guys out here, do they all be falling over here for you, or falling over heels for you, or?
But it's nothing like that. I'm more of like a bro.
Oh, okay, that's how they.
It's nothing like, you know, too friendly or anything like that.
Yeah.
Either I'm here on like just copping my stuff or stuff like that. But I usually, most of the time when I meet guys, we're mostly either friends or like we just be like acquaintances. It's nothing like sexual, but I do meet some guys like that.
Okay.
But those type of guys, I really don't get into them like that.
Yeah, it just be one thing.
Yeah, it just be hit it, get it, and go.
Right.
I'm gonna get mine, you get yours, and then I'm one way.
So tell us a little bit about like a street story, or you know.
Okay, like what kind
just
of
like
story?
you know, something that happened out here, you know, that you feel like it should go viral, or something that you seen, like maybe a horror story, anything.
I don't really see too much. You know what I mean? I really don't. Usually when I be out here, I just be, you know, in my own lane. And that's why that's how I like it. You know, being in my own lane and just, you know, just communicating, doing stuff like that. That's what I like. Because then that causes a lot of less drama.
So last time you said you like Holiday Heart. That movie.
Did
you like Holiday Heart? Was it very
That movie was very good.
Okay.
But, I mean, it was kind of weird because, you know, at the end when the lady got hit by the bus, I was like, why did that happen? But, I mean, it just goes to show, like, anything could happen. And that's what I understood from that movie. Anything could happen.
Do you feel like you get looked over out here, or people treat you different because you're out here?
I mean, you know, I'm trans, so I grew up like that.
Okay.
You know, so I mean, I may not see it as somebody who treat me different because of me growing up that way. But if somebody was, I mean, I wouldn't know, because I'm not on the other side of the fence. I'm on this side of the fence. So this is all I look at. But I mean, if I did sort of pay attention, I probably could spot some things, but I really don't. I just be in my own lane.
You be in your own zone.
Yeah.
So when you do smoke or whatever, how does it make you feel?
Oh, honey, it makes me feel lit. I be like, it makes me feel really, really good.
Tell us a
It
little bit
takes
about
me away from the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like when I take my hit, I be in a whole nother zone. I just be feeling so like I don't want that minute to go.
And how long does it last?
I mean, if I take a good hit, at least 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, it lasts for like 2 or 3 minutes?
Yeah, it's not weed or like meth where it'll last for hours, but 2 or 3 minutes is good on crack. If you get that good hit and you can sit there for 2 or 3 minutes and be high, that's a blessing.
Bell ringing.
So
Bell ringing.
Bell ringing.
Bell ringing.
So it's really like I said,
When you smoke crack cocaine, you gotta know that like it's not gonna last forever.
Right.
And like you gonna have to go cop again. But if you take you a real good hit, it'll make you feel real good.
And you don't chase neither.
Yeah, and you don't chase.
So have you tried any other drugs other than?
I have tried meth.
Okay.
I have done heroin once.
Okay.
I sniffed heroin, and I used to smoke meth, and I used to shoot up sometimes.
Oh, okay, all right.
But it was kind of like I was doing a lot with the meth. I was in public, like at Harris Teeter,
just making you act up.
Outside of Harris Teeter, putting needles in my veins.
Oh my god,
that's some crazy shit. That's why I had to.
How you been?
What up? I'm alright. That's why I had to, I just had to calm myself down because I was really doing a lot.
I just got to push a boogie out and drop a dub.
What made you stop doing that, that meth that was causing you to act up in public?
I just chose not to because it was a lot. It was just a lot. I was like really losing a lot of weight. My mom was going everywhere. Like, for me to be out in public shooting up 7.7, that's the whole needle.
Oh my god.
Of meth, and I usually put like a little bit of water in it.
Okay, so
melt it down. But I feel that thing go. Then I push it in, and I be out there.
You got something?
Hold on one second.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But yeah, and I just I had saw myself one day on camera. I was recording myself. And I was like, oh my God, was I really walking around that high?
You didn't know, because it take you out.
I didn't. I was sweating. I was like dancing, doing all type of stuff in public. And that was right after I had shot up that 7 and I was smoking.
So you feel like you got more control over it if you do crack?
Yeah. Crack is, I can do crack. Crack is like smoking weed.
Yeah, because
death is like doing heroin.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because that meth stuff was something else.
Well.
So I had to stop.
Well, what would you say to anybody that want to try drugs? Like, give us some advice.
Just be smart about it, 1, and don't take risks. 2, always stay in a positive mindset, and don't think everybody is totally against you, because you have a choice. And that's one thing that I know from experience is you have a choice. Nobody can make you do anything. Nobody can make you put a stem in your mouth. So, just weigh your options. If you don't think that you want to do drugs, don't. Or if you feel like a little hesitant about it, then that's a risk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Some people know what they can handle. Some people know what they can do or what they can take. But like, as far as me, like, I knew, like, after I started moving, I was rolling up the loose leaf paper and stuff like that.
Like you told us last time.
Yeah. I knew that, like, I would end up continuing to smoke. I didn't know that I would, like, end up smoking crack, but I ended up doing it. But I knew that, like, I like to smoke. So, it's just kind of like certain people, they just need, like, if they know that that's not the route that they want to go, then they don't need to go that route. But because then that means that they'll be taking risks. And nobody wants to take a risk that they are not willing to take.
Exactly. And do you see yourself getting clean like next year or anything?
I have thought about it. Well, I'm not gonna continue. Like, I'm gonna be functional because, like I said, I'm a rock star. This is my habit. I like getting high, but I mean, if I feel like it hasn't went too far for me to where I could say, oh yeah, I'm down and out, and no, I need to stop. I need to stop. You know, I'm not breaking into people's houses, stealing, or doing crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Running across the street, punch people in their face with crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Some people do it.
Some people do it.
I mean, I can say that I can do it, but I just need to be focused more on my priorities. Like this month, all my bills are paid.
Okay.
First thing I did,
Good
which
job.
is great. Next, all I need to do is start getting my wig.
Okay.
Get me some shoes. Get me some clothes. And just doing stuff like that. But
So-
I can still smoke.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
I just gotta spend my money wisely.
yeah.
And not spend everything on crack.
So, is there anything you remember about being sober that you want back in your life?
One, the mentality. That sober mentality is lit because when you do drugs, your mind is focused on getting your next pills.
Mm-hmm.
When you're not doing drugs, your mind is focused on the next thing that you are going to do in your life. And that's just the truth. And I mean, that's one thing that I do like about being sober. And one thing that I do miss about being sober is having different stuff to think about.
So, in closing, if anybody on the channel wants to, have any questions for you or anything, do you think they should, they could drop some questions for you in the video?
Of course, you can drop any question you like. And I also have an Instagram.
Okay.
I'll post it on the video.
Okay, cool.
This specific video.
Mm-hmm.
And, for everybody who liked my video, thank you a lot because...
Post your Cash App too, just in case anybody want to help you or anything.
I will post my Cash App, honey, and I'm gonna post my Instagram, and my name is Christiana Bird, BYRD, 2 N's in my first name, CHRISTIANNS.
Okay, so we'll be back later to follow up with Christy. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you, baby.